Hello, I'm Xochitl Mora with the City of McAllen, and we're here meeting with the mayor. Mayor Jim Darling was actually on a conference call with the Department of Homeland Security to give us a little bit more clarification on the operation of international bridges on the southern border. Mayor Darling, can you tell us how that was going, and how are you doing?
Well, first off, I'm still on voluntary quarantine, so I'm wearing my gloves, and we're a safe distance away. We're actually at my house, so I don't ever leave the perimeter of my house. So yeah, we're still fine, and I feel good. I have no symptoms, but you know it's the right thing to do, and so we're going to do it. So at any rate, about the bridges. Well, we've been on the phone with DHS. Phone call yesterday, one today, another. Then we met with the port directors, and I can say that with one qualification, the bridges are open. And that's primarily for commercial business. The maquilas, the maquila workers, the workers that have proper visas here that are working here, all that's open with one exception is they're going to like to make sure you're healthy. So if they go in and if they're going to ask the questions, number one. Number two, take a visual look at the person. If they're not healthy, then they'll move them aside and do whatever reactions they need. So, but the commercial operations of the bridges are all open. Nothing should change. You know, right now we need that. Goods come in from Mexico. Vegetables and fruits come in from Mexico. We need to have not only for our valley, but for the whole country to make sure that the bridges operate and we operate economically between Mexico and the United States.
So, like McAllen, all businesses and other activity has been modified in some way. So we really should continue to see that kind of cross-border traffic for retail and other shopping and other sort of business that impacts both sides, but modified or with caution.
Yeah, with conscience, you know, and Americans, if you have the proper documentation, you're free to go now. You know, and be careful any place you go, not only Mexico. I mean, if you can avoid going out and being around a bunch of people, you know, certainly do that. But businesses have to stay open. People still have to go to work for that extent. And so, you know, economy and trade is vital to the country. And so they're going to do everything they can to make sure that that stays open, like I say, but safely. And that's kind of the one thing there. So, you know, obviously shopping in McAllen, you know, stores are open, but they're not. And so as a matter, you know, the mall is closed and many smaller stores have closed. So, you know, before you go, call. Don't make an unnecessary trip. Before you go to Mexico, make sure that the arrangements are made so that your journey is appropriate for that under the circumstances. And
of course, all official notification regarding the operation of the bridges is through our federal agencies. Did they give a website or anywhere somewhere that people can get that information?
Well, we're in contact directly with the port director, and whatever's going to happen nationally will be through press conferences, and we can put that out. But I mean, there's immediate things and changes on the border as to the port director's authority. That'll be on our city website, for instance. Our bridge manager is in constant communication with him, and so, you know, check, and it could change from day to day. There's no question about that, but right now we're open, and every intention is to keep it open unless circumstances change substantially.
Okay, Mayor, well, thank you for taking time out and meeting us halfway, if you will, to talk about what's happening now with our international bridges here in McAllen. So important for our community. So for right now, the bridges are operating. For the City of McAllen, I'm Xochitl Mora.
Our team. Stories that count from people who care.